with biotech, with animation, with ESDM, with, of course, embedded systems, high-tech manufacturing, automotive, engineering, robotics, and the traditional IT. We have the diversity. We have the number of multinationals who are present here. In fact, even today, I would venture to say that the ecosystem that exists here in Bangalore is unique in the sense that, if you go to the valley, you have mature companies. Sorry, you have startup companies. But when you look at Bangalore, you have startups and you have mature companies. You have professionals from mature companies working side by side with startup companies, and that ecosystem is quite unique. You combine that with the opportunity that India provides for innovation, because anything that you want to do in India, anything that you want to market in India, anything you want to sell in India, any problem that you want to solve about India will require you to think out of the box. Now, how can you produce an automobile which is safe, which is fuel efficient, which is modern, which is current, which leverages all the developments in materials, all the developments in engine technology, everything. You cannot downsize an automobile and create a new version for India. You have to innovate, you have to reinvent, and you have to completely start from ground up. And that's what India provides in every aspect of our life. You've heard about GE creating an ECG machine here. GE has one of the largest research laboratories here in Bangalore. And that's what I believe India provides and Bangalore provides. And that's the reason why I believe that when you look at the next phase of innovation, the next phase of development in technology, Bangalore and Karnataka will have an important role to play. Just as Sri Gopalakrishnan said, from IT capital to innovation capital, I would actually add IT capital, innovation capital, startup capital. We need the startup ecosystem, the startup vibrancy to make sure that we maintain the leadership that we have. Because startups take risks. They look at new technology. They look at new business models. They look at tomorrow's enterprise. And that's why startups are very, very important to create a vibrant environment for technology. And so we need to make sure that we look at IT capital, innovation capital, and startup capital together. Now, government has a key role to play. The Karnataka government has announced a new IT policy. I'm extremely glad that the government continues to support the industry. And this is very, very important. If you want to achieve the goals of 2020, this is extremely important for us to make sure that together, industry and government together, that we can continue to build on the leadership that we have built. In the last 20 years, the industry has gone beyond Bangalore. Infosys started its center in Bangalore in 1995. And today, we are present in Bangalore, Mysore, other than, of course, Bangalore. And of course, we are looking at North Karnataka also to start something in the near future. So the industry will continue to grow beyond Bangalore. But the opportunity again, when we look at beyond Bangalore, is to look at innovation and startup. How can we encourage colleges out there to create new businesses? How can we look at colleges to become incubation centers for new businesses? How can we leverage youth to be part of this revolution and maintain and sustain our leadership? I was part of the announcement of a entrepreneur and innovation club in Indian Institute of Science NTIC, I think they called it 2 days back actually. This is a student entrepreneurship initiative. They would support other students doing startups. They mentor them along with the alumni. I think we need more of these so that we can create startups around the state of Karnataka in various colleges. In fact, I would really urge the government of Karnataka to support 7 startup incubation centers in Bangalore and at least 3 outside Bangalore in the next 1 year, so that we can accelerate this process and create startup ecosystems in many of the engineering colleges in the state. One last point I would like to make, since I have the Chief Minister here and the top leadership of the government of Karnataka here. In Karnataka, in Bangalore especially, we need a large convention center, a modern convention center. And I think we need to make sure that today we are in a good auditorium, but this is a temporary space. But we need a permanent space where we can hold large conventions, large seminars, etc. You may not realize, actually, Bangalore was ranked #1 for business visitors in India. We should take advantage of these things. We should not lose out. And one of the ways in which we can do this is to build a facility for convention and events like this to happen all through the year. And I look forward to actually working with the government on making the vision for 2020 a reality. Again, let me conclude by thanking Sri Gopalakrishnan, the organizers, for inviting me to be part of this wonderful ceremony. Thank you all.